Right, hello and welcome. It's late, very late, very late. Unfortunately, we've been a little bit delayed by a couple of things. Having a little baby, it takes up your time, and my God, does your time fly when you've got a little one, I can tell you. He's 8 months old, and increased volume 100%. Stand by while I'm just doing some audio checks. It. Let's have a little look. The little one, I can tell you, is 8 months old. Right, there we go. Right, so yeah, the audio seems to be outputting all right. So first things first, let's get straight into it. It's going to be a fiercely contested game, is this. Always a little bit of spice added because of the whole Brian Clough thing from back in the day. And I was watching a couple of interviews actually with Don Revie and Brian Clough. The calendar interview, I think from 1983. So it might have even been a little bit before that. I can't quite remember. But yeah, just go start on about my channel to begin with, and it's an apology message for Leeds United YRA 72. So unfortunately I'm unable to reply to the messages. I have read them, and you've seen that I have put those descriptions in there. For anybody else watching, I don't think you can see those messages because it's a to and from between me and him. I press the hide button, and it means I can see them, but I'm struggling to reply to them at the moment. So such as YouTube's comment feature, it's not that great, and I think it's something that they are working on when I've watched some YouTube ed videos. So if you want me to take it down, just say the word, I'll take it down, and I edit it and replace it. No big deal, I can do that, no problem at all. I'll just lose the watch time hours and forfeit those. So yeah, no, I've only got 18 hours anyway, so it doesn't really make that much difference to me. But if you do enjoy watching fan footage from the ground, I can recommend Leeds United YRA. Go over there and have a little look at his channel. I'll put a link in the description of this stream as we go on, and I'm just going to have a look. I might even do that now actually, because I'm so nice like that. I don't think I'm not trying to be rude or arrogant or anything like that. I'm just telling you the way YouTube works. In my experience, you know, I've had footage taken from me, used in other places, and actually it does end up working out quite good for you or for your channel. Yes, I probably should have put a credit in, and I should have done that. So I hold my hands up, guilty as charged on that one. But I'm not so sure it'd go anywhere with a copyright claim if you did want to submit one of those anyway. But you know, it's something we can do without really avoiding. And he's got a really good channel over there. He is actually crushing it on YouTube at the minute. And if you get the chance to go over, he does giveaways. Unlike me, I'm tight. No, I'm not tight, I'm just skin. 735 subs he's got over there at the minute. So if anybody joins and you want to talk about or look at his channel, he's got a really good channel there. He's got a lot of footage from the ground, regularly attends the games, which is something I'm unable to do on a regular basis. But he always seems to get a good spot. West stand, looks like south stand. And the footage that's concerned that I'm talking about is the Willie Nonto video that I made. Why I think we should adjust the Willie Nonto chant and try and make our club a little bit cleaner. And not only that, you know, there is another issue to that, and the issue is obviously it's to try and just make fans aware that, you know, these things do have legal implications, and you know, if you follow my advice, hopefully you'll stay on the right side of the law and nobody's going to come after you just for the sake of singing singing a song, right? It's a terrible thing to try and, or it's a terrible thing to get banned from, or to have anybody complaining about. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to be banned from a ground. Nobody wants to be banned from watching their favourite team. In this case, Leeds United. And if we take the lead from some of the other clubs that have had issues, you look around. Plenty of news out there about what's been going on in the other grounds, the other the other stadiums. Err on the side of caution. That's my take on it. I don't want I want you to go and enjoy the games on a regular basis. That's for everybody. I don't want anybody having to put up with all that nonsense and stuff like that. So right, we're just going to try and get this. I'm trying to get my page opened up here. I can't open it. It's just oh yeah, there we go. Right, so we're going to get on and hopefully we've got a transmission coming through from the broadcaster. Some of you keep asking me about who I use, etc. And it's a paid up service that I use here where I am, and I've got the full season ticket package. So there is another game on today. We're not too bothered about that, but it's Spurs and Man City. That will be a juicy fixture. I think I might stop up and watch a bit of that. Who wants me to? It depends how many people come in and join, doesn't it? I'm looking forward to the game today. I'm just hoping that we get a victory. We need a victory after yesterday's fixtures. We definitely need a victory, because otherwise, we're going to find ourselves in a spot of bother, and it'll be very worrisome. I don't want. We want to stay in the Premier League, right? We don't want to be going down. We don't want to be having to fight it out in the Championship next season. Although, if we did, I'd have to get a subscription for Leeds United. So of course, that'd be quite handy. It was always nice listening to Brian Clough on the Leeds United TV station, the official LU TV, and they just to let you know, kickoff has just happened. It's about 3 minutes in. We're running a little bit behind stream at the moment. 3 minutes and 5 seconds we're on at the moment. So interesting to see some of the team selections today. He's dropped Aronson. I think Aronson's on the bench by the look of it. You can see the team selection that I've got going across the bottom of the screen there. We'll just have a little readout of that as we go along. And it's interesting. Melier, Eiling, Weber, Cooper, Strauch, Adams and Rocker in the midfield, and then it looks like he's gone for possibly another attacking formation. Sinistera, Harrison, Nonto, Bamford. And we'll just have a look at the Forest lineup as well. Navas, Williams, Obali, McKenna, Lodi, Mangala, Fowler, Dos Santos, De Oliveira, Gibbs, White, Johnson, and of course, we all know him, don't we, Chris Wood? So, just got the game on now. We're 4 minutes and 13 seconds in. And it's all Leeds United at the moment. It's Strauch taking a throw in. It's about 18 yards out from the Forest goal, and he's playing a 1-2 with Nonto, but Forest have managed to clear that. So not much happening there. Cooper, ball's been pumped up. Cooper's headed it, and Leeds have possession again with Strauch on the left. Glad to see Nonto's playing. Hopefully he can produce a bit of magic for us early on. Settle the nerves. Ball's just been pumped forward now. It's a long ball from the back towards Harrison, but it's cut out by the Forest right back. I think it looks like it could be Gibbs White. I'm not too sure. I can't see who it is at the moment. The picture is just off camera. The play is just off the camera. So yeah, good start from Leeds. It's all Leeds at the moment. The possession. Forest are struggling to really get the foot on the ball. Leeds are playing a very pressing style, as you can imagine. They're really pressuring the ball. Mellier's got it at the moment, and he plays it out to the right side this time. Playing a very pressing style, as you can imagine. Get a bit of light on there. Pressuring the ball. Mellier's got it at the moment. Ball still down the Leeds right hand side at the moment, and Sinisterra's picked it up, but he just can't control it. It's cut out by the Forest defence. Ball still down the Leeds right hand side at the moment, and Sinisterra's picked it up, but he just can't control it. It's cut out by the Forest defence. Oh, Nonto's played a great ball over to Allan. Allan's had a shot and he's unmarked. Is Allan? He's come bursting up from the right hand side, but he shoots straight at the Forest defender. Yeah, nice start from Leeds by the look of it. We're playing very attacking at the moment. Nonto's played a great ball over to Allan. Allan's had a shot and he's unmarked. Is Allan? He's come bursting up from the right hand side. Yeah. Ball's played long now by Forest. I don't think he's put Strout with a cross in, but it's not a very good cross straight at Navas. Navas collects by about 3 yards from his goal, bounces the ball out, just casually walks out. Drops the ball now, and I don't know if they're wasting time already here, Forest. But the atmosphere down there at the City Ground is, as you'd expect, they're trying to make it really hostile for us, make it an uncomfortable place. It's the City Ground. We've not done too well there, by the sounds of it, from previous visits. There was an occasion where we went down there and gave him a bit of an hiding, but Sinisterra should score. He does well. He reads and doesn't hesitate. Bolly comes out too late. He makes a bit of contact than that. It's a good save from Navas, giving him confidence. Clinton Morrison is running the BBC tweet feed today. Leeds fans making plenty of noise. They're dominating the atmosphere at the moment. The team must see, their team see most of the ball on the pitch. Yeah, we're seeing most of the ball at the moment. We're doing really, really well. Clinton Morrison says Steve Cooper won't be happy with the start that Forest have made so far. It's a Leeds United free kick. There's a little niggle of a foul there, and it's about 35 yards out. I think Strout took that, did he? And it was Matt Rocker who took it, and it's a terrible, terrible free kick, long, and it goes out, sails out for a goal kick. Sails out for a goal kick, and Navas takes the goal kick. It's long, just heads it up to the halfway line. There's it's a bit of head ping pong going on between the Forest and Leeds players at the moment. Leeds playing in the second kit. They've taken the free kick early, but tried to catch Forest off guard there. But luckily, a couple of the defenders were on top of that. Bolly, McKenna. I mean, it's a mixed bag, this Forest team, isn't it? They've had a terrible start, worse than us. but they've got a couple of wins in the last 5 games, and they've obviously made a few new signings over the transfer window period, and it's interesting to see how that's going to settle. Is it going to destabilise the team, destabilise Forest very much? I mean, they've got Wood in there now. Chris Wood, I think it's Chris Wood in it. I mean, he's played for just about every team in the entire country, I think, by the sound of it. Speaking of playing teams, playing for every team in the country, you want to go, if you get a bit of time. There's an interview about Mark Crossley, and he talks about Brian Clough, and there he's got a really good story about what Brian Clough made Crossley do with Scott Gemmell and a couple of other players, playing in the 5th division of God knows whatever league it is, after playing Liverpool, Coventry and Newcastle. A really good story, and he's got some really good impressions of Brian Clough. So if you want a bit of comedy, a bit of entertainment, there's plenty of videos about Brian Clough, plenty of videos about from the ex-players, actually, people who used to play for Clough, talking about the type of manager he was, some of the things he did in the dressing room, and he was very charismatic, wasn't he? Very charismatic, but so was Don Revie, and I thought Don Revie handled him, with great decorum. He's the greatest manager Leeds have ever had, I think, without a doubt. Probably followed by Wilco and then Bielsa. Running a football team for whatever it was, 13 and a half years. No easy feat, that, is it? Not many rival the Don, so to speak, the real Don. There's a bit of a coming together between Johnson and Strauch. Strauch's picked up a yellow card for that. He's not too happy. It's just Johnson's on. He's picked up the ball. He's tried to go inside of Strauch. Strauch's tried to turn and get to the ball, but the ball's miles away. It's a soft yellow card, but I mean, I don't think Jesse's happy about that with the look on his face. Forest have a free kick. It's on the Leeds left. It's about 25-30 yards out, 2 yards infield, so it's going to be an in-swinger. Sorry, an out-swinger. And it's always got to cross the 6-yard box, and Forest have scored! And the man who won the free kick for them, Johnson, it's gone all the way across the 6-yard box pretty much, and Johnson's just there at the back stick, fired it low and hard past Meslier, and there's not a lot Meslier can do with this. It's a half decent ball in. There's a touch, and it's found its way through to Johnson. Oh no, it's a header, and I'm not sure who's headed it. Bamford misses it, and Strauch's headed the ball into the bloody ground, and it's come out to Johnson. He's just turned and hit it on the volley. I mean, it's a soft goal. Strauch gets a yellow card, concedes it to a player. The player then pops up at the back stick. Strauch then heads the ball straight to him. In the following free kick, smashes it into the bloody net with a volley, and it's a bit of, I think we call it shithousery. That, to be honest with you, Strauch's having a bit of a bad start to this game. 14 minutes 20 on the clock, and he's conceded a free kick, got a yellow card, and then literally set up the goal scorer. Let's hope the afternoon doesn't get worse for Strauch. It's an absolute shambles. A bloody shambles of a game. Really disappointing for Strauch there. I feel really sorry for him. That's a bad bit of luck when they say that it's the rub of the green. Strauch definitely hasn't had that there, but and Forest have punished us. I mean, when you see the downward header, what is he thinking? Just put your boot through it. But instead he's bent. I mean, he's a big guy. He's bent down to head it. I don't know what he's thinking about. I really don't. Shocking. Shocking Leeds United. Come on, Leeds. Nonto's on the ball. Plays a nice little ball for Rocker, but it's cut out for a Forest throw, and Johnson must be thinking, yeah, but there is a question of offside here. When the ball's played forward to Strauch, and Strauch then concedes the free kick. He's come back from an offside position, and then he's gone over to try and win the ball, and he's won the ball. It should have been offside, and I mean, if the VAR are seeing that, are they in the rights to knock that goal off so late in the game? I don't think they are. I think they get a few seconds to make a split-second decision, and that's it. I don't think they can revisit that goal and say, well, no, actually, no, it's not a goal. Terrible. Absolutely terrible start for Leeds. And Strauch, he must be absolutely gutted with that. Nonto, there's a long ball up to Nonto. He wins it in the air, and it's cut out again. Jesse is a man under pressure. Make no mistake, he's going to want 3 points, at least a point out of this game. He's going to need the 3 though. Those results yesterday have not done any favours for us in the league. In case you haven't seen a league table, I'm going to have a look at the moment, and we'll talk about that in a moment and see just where we are. My suspicion is that I'd be surprised if we're not in bottom 3 at the moment, but we're not. There must have been a result that went against Everton yesterday, and because they did pick 3 points up, didn't they? But they are level on points with us, but their goal difference is 4 worse. They're on -12, we're on -8. 3 draws, 2 losses in the last 5 games. Forest are, just a little bit ahead of us, 24 points, but I mean that's the current standing, isn't it? So it could change after this game. This game's going to tell us what's going on in the bottom 3. We are 4th place at the bottom, 4th from bottom at the minute. Sean Dyche is at the ground. Of course, the mastermind of Arsenal's downfall yesterday against an Everton side that suddenly seems to started playing again. I can imagine they're not going to be playing any attractive football. It's just going to be gritty effort, defending, not pretty, ugly, ugly football. I mean, we're not very good at results at Leeds, are we? But we do play some bloody good stuff. And people say, yeah, well, what do you want? Do you want performance or do you want results? And with these players, you can't have both. It's one or the other. And we're more likely going to be trying to play pretty football than grinding out results. Oh, and there's a ball there. Nonto just misses it from Rocker, and Leeds are chasing Forest down. There's a back pass, but a little bit of composure in the Forest back 4, and it looks like the Forest left back's gone down injured. There's no contact with a Leeds player, but he's picked himself up, and Bamford just picks up the ball at the edge of the 18-yard box, but he's miscontrols it, and it's intercepted by the centre back. And now that Johnson's going down the right hand side, and there's nobody at the Leeds back left. Strauch is all over the place. Strauch should be in that kind of position, watching Gibbs. It's Gibbs, isn't it? Williams takes the throw in for Forest. Forest are playing in a little triangle down by the Leeds corner flag. And Johnson's crossed it in, but Meslier collects it. Thank Christ for that. Oh dearie me. What is Pascal Strauch doing at left back? If he doesn't want to play left back, don't play him at left back. Don't play him at left back. He's not a left back. Come up with something different. I mean, Leeds are listed as 4-2-3-1 for the formation today, with Strauch playing the left back role. And I've said it time and time again. These are the teams. They're going to identify that this is a weak area for us and keep attacking us down that left back. There is a foul on Sinisterra. Sinisterra's up. It's a shove in the back. His boots come off. Looks like he might have got one clipped straight down the back of his Achilles there. Sinisterra is going to have to take a few seconds to put his boot on. He's having a chat with the ref. Rocker and Adams are stood over the over this free kick. We're going to tell you where it is. Yeah, brilliantly struck by Johnson, says the commentator. Whatever. Yeah, it's not far from the halfway line, this free kick, but Sinisterra's being given an odd boot that doesn't match the boot on his right foot. It's a baby blue colour on his right foot. He's got a pink coloured Adidas boot, and it's a long ball in. There's a punch by Navas. The ball's all over the place, but eventually he drops on top of it. And in that melee of play there, there's been a what looks like a head injury, and it's caused by Navas. He's come out and punched. Boller straight across the front of his face by the look of it, and Boller's down. He's down for the count, and the physios are on. And of course, it's a head injury. Navas is over there. He's apologising. Jesse's talking to Sinisterra. He's not happy about something. Sinisterra's boot has somehow been broken in that challenge. That's the only way I can say it. He's complaining about his boot. Jesse's talking about cards and what have you to the fourth official. He's not happy. Such a positive guy. It's funny to see him going around and he's not happy all the time, isn't it? Especially during a game. It's a couple of. It's funny actually. There's a couple of the subs are on the bench there. The Leeds subs. They've got like Leeds United towels over the big jackets and training sweaters and things. It must be cold. Must be another cold day in the UK today. Plenty of people wrapped up. Don't be fooled by the sunshine. It can be sunny, but it can still be very, very cold there. And Eiling's played a ball down the line. It's picked up by Sinisterra. I think they're just going over the. Yeah, it's a strange one. There doesn't look to be much contact, but he's obviously gone over the Forest player's gone over the top of his boot and damaged his boot, so he can't fasten his boot. So he's had to get a new boot put on by the look of it, Sinisterra. An unusual one. Some weird stuff happening in this game. Come on, United. Ball's being passed around at the back. Strout picks it up, plays a low ball in, and it looks like it's being played out for a deflection, and we're just waiting a decision from ref. It looks like he's given a goal kick. No, he hasn't. There's an offside. It looks like it's Bamford. It looks like they're talking about it could be Bamford that was offside there. So we're just going to see what. Yeah, keeper's spotted the ball up. It was an offside run from Patrick there. So yeah, it's a poor start from Leeds. They've dominated the play, and the Forest have scored against the run of play, but we're just shambolic at the back, aren't we? It's just so disappointing week in, week out. Always being an Achilles heel for us, but Forest are definitely putting a spotlight on that left back position again by attacking down the same position yet again, and the other players are there trying to help out this time for Strout, but luckily it's not a breakout from Forest. Patrick Bamford's claiming for a foul against Boller, but nothing happening. He literally runs straight into Boller there, I think. Forest stroking it about at the back there. They're not in any rush to go forward at the moment. They seem to be quite happy just trying to keep possession as they're trying to attack down their left hand side now. So it's an interesting to see that they're now starting to switch Patrick. I mean, what is he doing? I mean, he's looking at the ball. Is Patrick? He's not looking. It's up in the air, and he's gone running straight into the Forest player. But he should have. It's a shame he didn't try to watch where he was going. Apparently, did he play for Forest at one point, Bamford? He must have played for Forest in his teenage years. So, and there's a couple of wild fouls going in, and Tyler Adams has just flattened one of the Forest players. We're just trying to see who that is, and it looks like it could be Furtado Scarpa, is it, perhaps? I don't know. Yeah, it's all Forest at the moment. 28 minutes 30 seconds on the clock, and Leeds are really struggling. We're struggling getting the ball up. We're struggling holding it. There's a little bit of chit chat between Nonto and the Forest number 7. Sorry, I beg your pardon. Number 30 is Bolly, and it's Williams. Nonto and Williams are having a bit of a chat there. A bit of shoving and pushing going on off the sidelines. And Willie Nonto's causing Forest all sorts of trouble when he gets the ball. And there's another foul there. And it's De Santos de Oliveira, and he's got a yellow card, I think. And Leeds fans are cheering with a bit of irony at the referee. Yeah, he turns, gets the ball. Danilo it is. It says there. Danilo on the back of his shirt. So yeah, he's just having his name taken down by the referee, Danilo, and Leeds have a free kick. It's down the Leeds left side. Nonto and Rocker are over it by the look of it, and Strauch is there, but I mean, Strauch won't be taking this. Hopefully he trots into the box and gets himself a goal. Come on, Pascal. We need a goal. Make up for that little grisly 2 minute of play that you had earlier on. Outswinger from Rocker, and it's found its way out. There's a header, and it's Allan to Nonto. Nonto back into the box! And Sinistera tries to slide in, but it's gone over the bar and wide. A lovely ball in, but it's the Forest clearance, I think from Boller, has found its way to Allan. Allan plays a cracking ball over to Nonto, just plays it in first time to Sinistera, but he's clubbed from the side is Sinistera, and he doesn't manage to get target on, well, get the ball on target for for the whites there, or the yellows and the blues, as it were today. It's yeah, so it's just to tell you, Leeds 3 attempts, 1 on target. Forest 2 attempts, 1 on target. We need to change that going forward. 31 minutes and 40 gone at this point. So Leeds play the ball long down the right hand side to Sinistera. Sinistera, after a bit of heading, loses possession, and there's a misplaced pass from Forest, and it's gone out for a Leeds throw in just about the halfway line. The ball's taken its time to come back to the Leeds players, and well, the linesman's given it as a Forest throw in, but I thought that was a Leeds throw in. Weird. It could be one of those. We could be in for a bit of a weird afternoon here, guys. A weird afternoon of strange decisions, bad decisions. Poor play. Leeds are. Where's Weber anyway? I don't think is he even on the pitch, Weber. I'm just gonna have a look, because I'm pretty sure that we have him on the pitch, and it's a totally different back four. I mean, I knew. Oh yeah, he's there. It's 39. Weber's on the pitch, so Weber and Cooper. No sign of Cock. But on the Leeds bench today, Firpo, Aronson, Somerville, Robles, Rutter, Christensen, McKennie and Fernandez. So we'll just have a look at that. McKennie, Rutter, that's 2. We've got 2 of our new signings on the bench. So interested. Leeds have the ball. There's a nice little pass to Otto, but it's cut out. It's a weak pass from Jack Harrison. And now Forest are trying to break forward. But luckily Werber's over there. He's made the interception. Jesse's absolutely going nuts, and he's trying to get to Strauch. Passes the ball to Strauch. Strauch takes a throw in. Werber again. Cooper. Adams has just dropped back a few yards by the look of it. He's now moving forward up the pitch, so I don't know. Jesse might just have given him a bit of instruction to help out more at the back. Nonto, it's a long ball to Nonto, and Nonto plays it. It's to Rocker, but Rocker's just can't control it. It's right in the middle about. Yeah, the Forest have definitely identified Strauch as the weak link, and they're coming down again down that right hand side using the pace of Williams's positional pace, and they're aware that Strauch is yet again out of position, especially on the transition or the turnover of play. It's something that I've banged on about before with Strauch's positioning. He doesn't seem to hold position. He seems to kind of follow the ball a little bit too much. I think that's one of the weak parts of our defensive strategy. Lovely ball. It's another lovely ball. Notto's made his way to the edge of the 18-yard box, squares it. Bamford, I don't know if Bamford was going for a shot, but there's a shot on the goal and it's saved by Navas. It's a really, really good save. Smartly down to his right-hand side. I think Patrick was going to swing for it, but it turned into something that looked more like a pass than a shot from Patrick Bamford. And another effort for Leeds United that goes begging. Gnonto again is down the left-hand side. Two players with him. Strauch. You see, that's exactly what they should be doing when there's a player of threat. Double up on them. And that's what we should be doing with Williams. We're not doing that. We're just letting Strauch get on with it. Maybe Gnonto needs to come back a little bit more, or they need to get Adams out there to support Strauch. And Leeds have it on the edge of the 18-yard box against Forest now. It's a long clearance. Strauch comes back over, takes a throw in. For Leeds United, I mean, that's a foul throw in, is that, Strauch? How the referee's not noticed that, or the linesmen have not noticed it, I'll never know. Strauch again. I think we're going to be hearing a lot from Strauch today. Gnonto's on the ball. They're doubling up, tripling up on Gnonto. He plays a 1-2 with Strauch. Oh, but he's clobbered. And the ref's given an offside. And it looks like it's against Luke Ayling, is it? Yeah. Bamford. When you see Bamford's shot, he's just he's got his legs all tied up, hasn't he? He's coming. He's got his legs all tied up, and he tries to shoot, and he spins on it, touches the ball to Ayling, who's behind him, and Patrick's shot literally goes right behind him. He spews round on 1 foot, and Ayling has a shot, and I don't think Ayling realises that it doesn't expect it coming through to him, and he plays a weak shot at Navas, who still, he still has to get down and save it. And he has done. He's done that really well. So a bit of trickery there. It looks like, is that Gnonto again? I think it is. Gnonto's spotted the ball up. Sinistera's in the box, and Gnonto spotted the ball up for a Leeds corner. It looks like we've got Rocker, Coops. Is that Coops and Strauch on the edge of the 18-yard box? They're lined up with Sinistera. They're breaking out. And it looks like it's something they've tried on the training ground, but Sinistera picks it up. Ball's tossed back in again. Oh, it's a great header across the box, and it's another cracking save from Navas. And Navas is keeping Forest in this game, but he's hurt himself in the process, and this could be good news for Leeds if the Forest keeper's done himself in. I don't know if he's done a ligament or an ankle. He's pulled himself back to his feet. There's a foul on Gnonto, and Navas has done himself in here. It's a cracking save. And it's a lovely header from Ayling back across the goal, across the 6-yard box. Navas has come out, and it looks like it might be one of the Forest players who's scraped. Could be Bolly, whose studs went straight across Navas's hand, the top of his hand, there. So he could be and they're actually treating his face as well. So I don't know if he's got a cut somewhere near the ear. We're just trying to get a closer look at that. There is a bit of a cut on the side of his head. It's not bleeding badly at the moment. But Steve Cooper's looking. It is Cooper, isn't it? Cooper's concerned, and he's sent out the goalkeeper to the Forest. I think have they got a reserve goalkeeper on the bench today, Forest? I'm not sure if they have. They've got Worrell, Colback, Lingard, Hennessy, Surridge, Aurier, Furtado, Scalper, Ayew. That's one of their new signings, isn't it? And Felipe. The Leeds players are there. They've got a big towel over their legs, trying to keep their legs warm. Yeah, he's definitely. Bolly's gone down to the side of Navas's head there. He's got two big scrapes down the left-hand side of his head, just above the ear, and across his cheek by the look of it. And the ball's back in play. Navas has the ball now. They've cleared him just to continue at this point. Quite a strange one. I don't know if they've followed the protocol on that, because there are some protocols about head injuries and stuff like that. And concussions and stuff, but he doesn't seem concussed at the moment. Yeah, 42 minutes coming up on the clock right now, guys. So, yes, hello, welcome. If you are joining, if you are new here, welcome along. I hope you're enjoying the commentary. It's Leeds, Nottingham Forest 1, Leeds 0. And it was a cracking finish from Nottingham Forest. It was... was it Williams? Could be Williams who scored. Just a moment, I'll just confirm that. Following a Pascal Strout tackle on the said player, and then a Pascal Strout poor clearance from Pascal Strout from the resulting free kick, and the said player ends up scoring on the volley. So Nonto! Oh no! He smashed it. It's gone lower down, and Navas is straight down to it. And Nonto has got his hands on his head, and he's... Bolly's tried to clear the ball. It's a long ball in, and Bolly's tried to clear it. It's landed straight at Nonto's feet. He's taken a touchdown, got it under control, and tries to bury it in the bottom right corner of Navas's goal, but Navas is down. He's definitely the man keeping Forest in this game at the moment. Leeds been a shade unlucky not to have scored. We've had some really good openings in this first half, some really tidy efforts. It was Johnson. Yeah, it was Johnson who went down for the free kick. And there's another Leeds player down. I'm just going to see who that is. I think it could be Liam Cooper, but I'm not sure at this stage. If it is, he's in a very strange, very, very strange position. Let's have a look. Yeah, it is Liam Cooper. He's down the right hand side. He's tried to win a header, and he's challenged from behind, and he's rolled over the other player's shoulder and landed a little bit awkwardly. Probably just winded himself a little bit. He's looking a bit groggy. He's picked himself up, has a chat with Sinistera, and it's 44 minutes, 55 seconds on the clock now. So yeah, it looks like he's done his hip. as well, possibly Cooper there. He's probably landed a little bit hard and not great. 45 minutes on the clock, no sign of extra time, and there's a long ball up. Mellier's all at sea. He's out of position. He's out of his goal, way beyond the 18-yard box. Forest Leeds players have come back to cover the shot, and Forest are. I mean, what is Mellier doing? It's headed away. Chris Wood's involved in that bit of play. Rocker is chasing around after it. Forest are playing one touch in and around the Leeds 18-yard box at the minute, making us look not very good. And the danger is cleared. Jesus Christ. 3 minutes of added time, and we're now on the 46th minute. Nonto. And Bolly just comes back in the back there and just barrels over, I think it's Rocker there. In the middle of the park, Rocker just picked up the ball and he literally just got bowled over. Leeds are starting to show a little bit, but they need to be competing. And Sinistera intercepts a pass, passes it to Bamford, who miscontrols the ball. It goes running straight through to Navas. It's a lovely interception, is this, from Sinistera, and he plays it onto Patrick. Patrick just can't control it. I don't know, has it taken a little bobble? Yeah, it's taken a little bobble off Patrick's onto Patrick's ankle, the left ankle there. So just one of those. Not a lot you can do about that, I'm afraid. Strout picks up the ball, plays a long one high, just outside the 18-yard box of Forest 18-yard box, and it's cleared. Forest are a little bit under pressure here. A little bit tense, I think, at the back, Forest. After that misplaced pass, it might have. I imagine something was said about it. Sinistera smartly got onto it. Cooper. Harrison, there's a foul, but the refs waved play on, and the ball gets tossed into Bamford, but Navas comes out to collect it. Really bit of a challenge there at the edge of the 18-yard box on Jack Harrison. I'm sure the ref should have blown for a free kick, given the resulting bit of play, but that's half time, and a poor start means that Leeds United are 1-0 down, thanks mainly to some goal defending gaffes from Strouk. Johnson taking full advantage there. He's whipped at that ball. He's gone down against the Strout challenge, got a yellow, got Strout booked, and then the ball's being whipped in across the 6-yard face of the 6-yard box. Strout's, I don't know what he was thinking, headed the ball downwards. I mean, it was about his waist height when he headed it, and it's landed straight in Johnson's path. He's volleyed it straight past Mellier. A really weak goal to give away. Possession 65%, 35% to Leeds. Shots, Leeds 6, Forest 2. Shots on target, Leeds 3, Forest 1. But it's the one that counts. It's Nottingham Forest ahead at half time. And fouls, Leeds 4, Forest 7. But Forest, De Santos de Oliveira has got a yellow card. Strout also got a yellow card. There were probably a couple of other challenges that have gone unreported, I think, during that first half. Really disappointed for Leeds. We don't deserve to be behind in this game. We certainly deserve to be at least on equal terms. Very disappointing. Right, I'm going to go get a cuppa or something stronger. and then we'll hopefully come back, join up in the second half, and see how we are. Let's hope for a more convincing Leeds second half, more clinical, and I feel that Jesse has to make a couple of subs. I would probably think about bringing Russer on somehow. I might be tempted to drop Bamford. I might also think about, if it were me, bringing Strauke off. He's on a yellow card. He's had a bit of a shocker first half. It's not gone well for him. Is Firpo the replacement, or does he shake it up and put Somerville on? A bit of creativity, frightening pace, or does he give McKennie a run out and see what he's made of and replace Harrison? Or Sinistera? You know, a lot of juggling, a lot of options for Jesse. I think in this second half, we've got to make more of an impact, and let's try and get after these 3 points. They're on a plate. We can beat this lot. They're capable of making mistakes at the back. They're not that good at the back, and it's only through Navas that they are that they remain that Leeds remain goalless. It's really disappointing. See you in the second half. Players are back in the tunnel. We're just going to start something. Just 1 second. I'll get this off. I just want to see what's going on with my channel. Am I getting any recommendations? Or is it coming up in search? Right, okay, let's have a look. And it seems the players are coming back on the pitch. I'll just knock that off. Restart the commentary. So, yeah, hello, welcome back. Second half is just underway. The lads are just coming back out onto the pitch. Not much to talk about at the moment. We're going to have a look, see if there are any subs. Forest are going to make a couple of changes. Is that Clarke? A few years. Yeah, it is. It's a few years since I saw him playing. But if he comes up pitch, we might have a chance. Yeah, it's Torreira's come off for Nottingham Forest. I don't even get a recommend. I've just had a quick type into YouTube. See where I am. See where my channel comes in. I'm not even getting anywhere. My channel's so far down. Disappointing. Right, well, Forest Leeds have taken the kick off, and away we go again. Here we are again. So let's just hope we can have a better second half performance. Let's have a better second half performance. Let's hope that there's hopefully these changes kind of destabilise the team, the Forest team. But Leeds are attacking, and it's whoa. I think Leeds have made a changes too. Mangala and Danilo have gone off. Clarke and Aurier have come on for Nottingham Forest. Yeah, I think Jesse has made a couple of changes. We're just waiting confirmation on that just at the moment. So let's just see. But there is no notification yet that there's any changes made. It could have been Tyler Adams actually, rather than Rutter. NFO LEE is the hashtag if you want to take a look at some stuff that's going on Twitter, what's being said there. Just retitling that, so just give me a second. There's not much happening at the moment. The ball's gone out for a throw, and there's a bit of a ruckus going on. It sounds like there might have been a bit of an injury, so we're just going to have a look at that. Oh God. And it's another attacking play from Johnson with Gibbs White involved, and Gibbs White's just had an effort saved, I think, there by Melier. It's not a great start from Leeds just at the moment. They are back in possession, of course. It's been rolled out, and Ball makes its way to Allan, who plays a ball with his left foot towards, I think, not Sinistera there, but it's not a great ball, to be honest with you. Rocker. And Nonto's is in pursuit of Nonto, but Nonto's gone down. Ball might have gone for a goal kick, but no, the referee says that was a foul. There was contact between the two players, a little shove from the Forest defender, Aurier. So I'm not sure why those subs have been made by Steve Cooper. Maybe he's wanted to try and just solidify their back four by putting a bit more steel on, but hopefully it'll go in the wrong direction for him. And Rocker's about to take this out swinging free kick from the Leeds left hand side. It looks like a very full Leeds end. It looks like all the Leeds fans are down this end, so hopefully there's a goal here, and the fans can take the roof off this place. Oh, and it's a lovely ball in, but Sinistera climbs really well. He can't get the power that he needs, and it's saved by Navas. Allan picks up the ball. Strauch seems to have moved position. It looks like he's gone into more of a centre midfield role at the moment, rather than being out on the left. So Jesse's definitely done something with the back four. He's possibly turning it into a back three and shoving Strauch a little bit further forward. Having said that, Strauch is moving out to the left now. He's moving out to the Leeds left, but there's no recognised left back on the pitch at the moment. There's definitely some discussion going on the bench between Jesse and the assistants. Tyler Adams plays a ball out, but it's found its way straight to a Forest player. Forest are in the ascendancy again. The ball's in the 18-yard box, and it's cleared by a combination of Cooper and Strauch. Nonto's involved. He's trying to hold the ball up, but he's bundled over. He's lost his balance, actually, and bundled over while he's on the floor. Yeah, Sinistera has picked up the ball. Leeds have managed to clear the lines now. Pitch looks a little bit slippery, or Sinistera's got his slippers on. I can't decide which. And Williams has played a lovely ball down the line, and there was an offside. So that's why he's kicked the ball away after learning that the flag has gone up, and it should be a yellow card, I think, for that. The way he's looked across at the linesman, he's just booted it away down to the corner flag. So the referee's assistants are letting a couple of things go here. It's definitely Leeds playing a stretched back three at the moment, and there's a foul going forward on Tyler Adams, and it's Bolly who's in the book at last. The referee gets his yellow card out. Adams has definitely beaten him there, and he's just thrown his right leg out, clipped Adams and sent him sprawling to the ground. Bolly is on a yellow. Bolly the Wally. A needless free kick given away there for Forest. He's just past the centre circle. It's going to be taken by Rocker, I think, and he just tries to whip it into Sinistera, but it's cut out. And it's there's a bit of a coming together between Johnson, Adams, and Rocker. Oh, sorry, Gibbs White, Johnson, Gibbs White. Let me get my words right. Adams and Rocker. Gibbs White's not happy about the way the Leeds players shuffled him out there, or snuffed his attack. He was hoping to get away from Tyler Adams, but he's going to. Won't be many players get away from Tyler Adams this season. as we've already know, is probably one of our better performing, consistently better performing players, I think. Big throw in from Nottingham Forest. It's down the Leeds left hand side, and it's a terrible ball, and like Allan's tracing back. And Williams has gone tearing through. There's nobody at the back for Leeds. Cooper's pointing, but you know, we've all been sucked in there. That it's a quick ball over the top from Forest. And the Leeds back line is nowhere to be seen. They've all got drawn in. This is what we talk about, positional play. They're getting drawn in for the ball too easily. They've all gone to the left-hand side of the pitch. There's nobody back up except for Allan. And Ayling's way away from Williams. And it's I'll tell you what, we've got away with something there. Because it should definitely have been, with that space ahead of him, it should have been Forest 2, Leeds 0. But the changes are coming now from the bench. And there's a discussion going on with Crescencio Somerville, and there's another player, but Somerville probably will be coming on, I imagine, but he's not going to be the first to come on. There is another Leeds substitution, and that is a definite shove in the back from Williams on Tyler Adams. Tyler Adams wants to shake his hand, but Williams doesn't have any of it. And the referee, I think he's going to call Williams over and give him a yellow card here, but he's got the book out. Just waiting confirmation of that yellow card. Yep, he's given it. Williams is on a yellow. So 2 yellow cards in very quick succession there for Forest. 55 minutes coming up on the clock. And Leeds are attacking down the left hand side now. It's Strauch and Bolly. No, it isn't. Strauch's gone there. He's gone down. The ball's a little bit too much on it for Strauch to control. There's a bit of cheering going on in the crowd. I'm not sure what's going on there. It's definitely two substitutions coming on for Leeds, and it's Somerville, and there is another one as well. So I'll tell you about that in a moment. But we're just waiting for a break in play before I think the referee breaks it and allows the subs to happen. It's a Leeds throw in. It's just past the halfway line, and it's Rocker who's coming off, and McKennie is coming on. So Weston McKennie's coming on for Leeds. Multi-role, multi-talented midfielder, and we're waiting for confirmation of the second sub. We don't know who Somerville's replacing just yet, so the player has left, and it's Sinistera who's off. So Sinistera's off, Somerville on. Some good choices for Jesse to a bit of depth now in our squad, I think, and like you said, a bit of extra balance that's probably what's needed. And Somerville's on the ball. He's causing all sorts of chaos down the left hand side for Leeds United now. And it's Strauch with a cross in, but it's too deep. It goes over the touchline for a Forest goal kick. Jesse's expecting immediate results, but he's not getting them at the moment, and he's finding out the Premier League is a hard place to do business, isn't it? It's a hard place to get 3 points when things aren't going for you. Bad bit of luck in the first half, and we find ourselves 1-0 down, giving away 3 points and putting ourselves into a bit of trouble here if we don't get a goal. And we need a goal. And Forest have pumped the ball long. They've tried to cross it in, but it's a weak cross. Melier picks it up smartly. He's looking to give the ball away quickly and get it down the field, but he plays it short. Instead, Leeds start building from the back. Allan takes on the player. Plays a nice little 1-2 there, I think, with our new man. Another nice interchange of play, and Eiling's lost the ball to Williams, I think, this time. And Somerville inadvertently into the back of Williams. I think he getting a little bit excited there. He's just shoulder to shoulder, and just literally Williams is looking for an excuse to go over. He's won Forest a free kick, and it's taken totally in a wrong position by or was it offside? Perhaps they've given it offside because the free kick's been taken in a totally different position to where the foul occurred. So not so. Harrison tries to cross it in. Oh, ball just didn't break for Leeds. Then there's a bit of chaos in the Forest back line. Yeah, it's become apparent that Jesse Marsh is talking a bit about time wasting down on the touchline to the fourth official. He feels that Forest are taking a bit too long over the set pieces. When there's dead plays, Forest are using up vital seconds. Aurier down by the corner flag, and he's intercepted by guess who? Tyler Adams. Forest have a throw in down by the corner flag. It's tried to take a long one, but it's intercepted by Leeds. They're trying to push out now, but Forest are in possession of the ball, and there's a free kick against Nonto. Nonto's not happy that feels that the Forest player he was challenging there has gone over a little bit easily. This is a dangerous area for Forest to be taking a free kick. It's a few yards off the touchline, and it's about 30 yards out, and it's whipped in across the face of the goal to Gibbs White, but he can't make it contact with the ball. It goes all the way out to the Leeds right touchline, but now Colback has picked it up, and he plays a safe ball back. Safe ball back to Navas. So not great from Leeds here. Jesse's getting a little bit agitated down there at the touchline. Is Jesse? He needs to keep himself under control. We don't want him to be sent off. Of course, we know that he's been sent off in the past, hasn't he? So. Leeds are now taking a throw in. It's on the left side, about 30 yards out. They're just playing it back. The Forest have become a little bit more compact in this second half. They're finding it a little bit harder to get through them, the Leeds lads, but Nonto's in. And the Leeds fans are singing the Willie Nonto song, but I hope they've changed the lyrics. There was talk that they might do on Facebook. A lot of them are having a chat about that. A lot of disagreement as well between the Leeds fans, as you know. Nonto, the man, picks up the ball. There's a foul on Nonto off the ball. Patrick Bamford smashes it, but it's straight into the Forest defenders. And this is the problem for Leeds. The defenders are not deep when we're in possession. You know, there's nobody on that halfway line. They're all having to chase back. If Forest put somebody up front with pace and say stand on that halfway line, we're going to find ourselves in a bit of trouble if they play a long ball forward. It's 66% possession to Leeds, 9 attempts on target versus 34 and 5 for Forest. So Leeds are dominating the play so far in this second half, but they're not able to make it pay. There's a foul on Rocker, and the referees wave play on, a bit of a melee there, a bit of a ruckus, and the ball's gone out of play. He's called, I think Jack Harrison over for a chat, has he? No, he hasn't. No, I think he's just had a quick mention to the players just to calm it down. There are a few legs getting thrown in there to try and get the ball and what have you. And there's a nice ball played in by Tyler Adams, but there's nobody up front on the edge of that Forest 18-yard box. As Navas picks up the ball, starts strolling around in his 18-yard box. Eventually kicks the ball high. It's gone to the right hand side. Strout wins the head. Harrison picks it up now. Checks his run and then tries to beat the players, but he's made a pass inside, I think, there. He's trying to pick out Somerville or one of the new players, one of the new lads. We're just going to have a little look, see, talk a little bit about that in a moment. Ball's back with in the Leeds half. There's not much happening at the minute. They're just stroking it about. They're not putting urgency on the ball, but they're trying to break Forest down, who have become very compact and they're sitting very deep. Leeds struggling for some ideas, inspiration at the moment. It's a very, very difficult watch. Forest are just trying to kill the sting out of the game. There's been a tackle, and they're trying to get Strauch sent off for that. And I think the referee feels that the player sort of slipped. And they're saying it's a bookable offence. It's shoulder to shoulder between Strauch and the Forest player. And Jesse's now making an urgent change. It's between Strauch and Johnson. But the play has continued now. That it looks like it's gone back to Melier somehow, and it's found its way out, and it's gone out for a Strauch again. Has misplaced a ball up the pitch. It's gone out for a throw in. I hope he takes Strauch off. Is he taking Strauch off? He's putting Strauch's come off. He's made his way to the closest touch line. Firpo's coming on. And it looks like Patrick Bamford's coming off. And Rutter is now on the pitch for Leeds United. So both the new men are on the pitch for Leeds United. Tyler Adams plays a nice ball towards Allan. Leeds trying to up the pace now, up the ante, and really piling the pressure on Nottingham Forest, but Rutter's got involved in a foul with one of the Forest defenders. It's Colback, and he's got all the Colback shirt. Colback's gone down very easily. He's gone down. It's more of a slip than anything. But you can't grab anybody's shirt at this level. Navas takes the resulting free kick. It's long. But Leeds have picked up the ball again, and they're attacking with Jack Harrison. He's played a ball into Nonto. Nonto squares it, tries to put it back into the box, but there's the Forest players are streamed back. They're really compact. Literally, there's 9 of them in the 18-yard box at that moment in time. Oh, it's a goal kick. Rocker, I think it's Rocker that, isn't it? He's not happy that I think he's trying to appeal for a corner ball. By the look of it, nothing happening. Referees said goal kick. Navas spots it up. Takes his time. A good few slow steps back to between his sticks. Puts his hand up, waves the number about, takes another few steps back before eventually kicking the ball forward. I think you wish that they did have a countdown timer instead of a 90-minute clock for games like this, because Forest are going to be trying to suck the life and the time out of this game, and I think that it's only a matter of time before one of them ends up getting a yellow card for time wasting. Hopefully it's sooner rather than later from a Leeds point of view. Ball's been passed around between the back 2 at the moment, or back 1, whoever that is out on the left hand side. We're all over the place. Tyler Adams is in the back 4 there for a few seconds. He's now moving forward and advancing up the pitch with the ball. Somerville to Allan. Crosses the ball in, but there's nobody there. And it's a lovely, lovely cross from Allan. Adams takes the throw quickly. It's Liam Cooper. Adams plays it down the line. Allan plays it with his left foot. Somerville. Bit of trickery. He's got to the byline. He's crossed it in, and Rutter's on it, but he's bundled off the ball. He's Rutter, and he's not managed to do very much with it. I think it got caught under his feet there, Rutter, and he was under a lot of pressure, I think, from Boller. Boller couldn't do anything, just stand him up and try and stop him from turning and having a shot on goal. But yeah, another good attack from Leeds. It is literally all out attack from Leeds United at this time. Forest have dropped off so deep, and they're going to try and catch Leeds on the counter attack and spring a surprise on them. But Nonto has picked up the ball. He's going forward and he's gone down, but the referee waves play on. It looked like a fair challenge initially. I didn't think it were a foul, more of a Nonto slip. But it is Leeds United, all Leeds United this second half at the moment. A really good spell of possession, a really good spell of play for us. We're going forward with intent, and Forest are holding us out. They're a very, very well drilled, well oiled midfield, well oiled defence. Chris Wood's coming off, and Sam Surridge is coming on for Nottingham Forest. And it's Chris Wood does. You'd imagine he's taking as much time as he possibly can to get to the byline. High fives the management and the assistants over there by Steve Cooper. I mean, of course, Steve Cooper is a class manager, really, a class act, and he's got a good pedigree. He's got a lot of connections. Firpo's having a bit of a difficult time with some of the Forest fans over on that far side, there's a little bit of a ruckus going on, a lot of pushing and a lot of shoving. Something's happened to Junior Firpo that's hasn't been picked up by the camera initially or by the directed camera, but something must have happened to Junior Firpo. I think Firpo was over there to take a throw in, and then he's something's happened, and he's turned around, I think, towards the fans. He's said something. There's a bit of something being said over there. It's a very tight ground. The referee's calling over a couple of players to sort out what's happened. Nonto's trying to calm the ref down. McKennie's there as well. And the referee has now calmed the situation down. Waves play on. It's Leeds in the possession of the ball. Nonto wants to take the throw in over Somerville. Somerville says no. Pass it here. Nonto. Leeds enjoying another good spell of possession, but they can't make it count. Can they get in there and punish Forest for being a bunch of 18-yard campers? Cooper. And there's a long ball, but it's cut out by the Forest back line. And Forest are countering on the break, and Tyler Adams is over there. Mellier's out, and he manages to get to the ball first and thump it back up the pitch beyond the halfway line for a Forest throw-in, but it's not. It's being given there as an offside. We didn't see the flag going up there, or there was no mention of it, so yeah, it looked like that's how it was, but no, offside is the decision given by the ref. Leeds back in possession on the halfway line. It looks like it's Rocker, Cooper, Harrison plays a nice ball down to Nonto. He's played well as Jack Harrison today, and Bolly has made a right mess of that. He's what should have been a straightforward clearance, or he had time on the ball, but he's panicked and kicked it out, hoping it would go for a throw-in, but he's skewed the kick. It's gone actually for a corner kick. Leeds United 2, Nottingham Forest 0 on corners. And there's a train of Leeds players at the edge of the 18-yard box. Cooper breaks, he runs out, the ball is going around rather like a pinball machine, and Somerville is back there to cover for Leeds. It's back on the halfway line and cleared out by Forest, but Somerville's dawdling on the ball. Why is he not passing it? Some easy square ball for him to Tyler Adams there, but he nearly gets shut down by the Forest front three. Forest are deep, and Nonto's round the back. He just can't get to it, but I'm sure there was a pull on Nonto's shirt there. It's gone unnoticed by the officials. Allan and Nonto playing a little 1-2. Now Allan tries to play another 1-2, but it's being cut out, and Leeds are in a bit of trouble here. They're flooding back players back, but there's a foul. And it's Weber that's Weber. He's made a bit of a lunge, and probably a good place for us to do that, a good time for us to do that, because if he hadn't have done, and that ball makes its way into the 18-yard box, Leeds are very, very thin on the ground. So he's conceded a free kick. I wouldn't normally say it's a good free kick, but it is a good free kick to concede. Well, let's just hope Leeds can break out from this and smash and grab at least a goal. Maybe it is a good idea to drop off and let Forest have a little bit of possession. Meslier should have caught the ball. It's an easy ball to catch. And Surridge is on his own, and he's bent one over Mellier's goal, and it's a terrible, terrible punch out from Meslier. He should have been in there to catch that, but Bolly's put him under a bit of pressure, and it's probably made him fist it. And Surridge should have done a lot better there for Forest. He'll be kicking himself if Leeds get a goal now. Forest are definitely sucking the life out of this game. They're taking the time. It should be a Forest throw-in, but they're not rushing to take it. They're moseying around. They're not doing very much. I don't know. Are they looking tired? Is it just a case of just sucking the life out of the game, stopping Leeds from getting a bit of momentum? Allan plays the ball forward. Wobier. Oh, Rutter. Lovely ball. Somerville needs to get it in the box a bit quicker than that, Somerville. And I think the ref has given, somehow, I don't know how, but he's given an offside, or the linesman's given an offside. Yeah, he's just off. Just off. The Forest have managed to play him offside. Just. Jesse Marsh, a man now under some tremendous pressure for Leeds United. 2 games coming up. Our cup final games. That's what the Man United lot would have you believe. Always a battle. And it's difficult to see us getting any points out of Ten Hag and his resurgent Man United team. But I mean, look at the wins that they've gone on, the winning streak that they've gone on this season since he took over and got rid of Ronaldo. Attempts 9, 4 on target for Leeds. It's not good enough, is it? Not good enough. Forest, the fans there, they think they've won it. We're on the 80th minute. And I think someone once said it only takes a second to score a goal, doesn't it? Adams. And McKennie's and Adams have had a bit of an interchange there. It's gone a bit wrong. Gone out for a Forest throw in. It's deep inside. Oh, it's not. It's gone for a Leeds throw in actually. Now look at this ground. It looks like they've even pulled it in a couple of yards either side. No width in this ground at all. But looks can be a bit deceiving, can't they? Especially on television. So a lovely. Oh, there's definitely a foul there, and the referee's not happy with the foul on Rutter. Adams comes over to take the short ball to Allan, and it's Notto down the right side. There's a quick throw in taken. Cooper, Adams, Cooper again. A little bit of interchange in football, but there's no movement from Leeds at the moment. They're a bit stagnant, and there's nobody trying to make a run in behind. Nobody trying to pull this Forest back four about. It's one of the things that Bamford did ever so well for us against Accrington, isn't it? You know, bullied the back four a little bit. Allan tries to play a little ball over the top. Colback knows that he's running into a cul-de-sac, and he goes down under a little challenge. McKennie and Nonto are arguing, say, well, McKennie's gone down. he's gone down under his challenge. It's a soft push in the back. Sam Greenwood's coming on for Jack Harrison. I don't know why he's done that. I think Harrison's done quite well for us. It always looked like if we were going to get a goal, Jack Harrison would have been involved in it. We're not getting a goal. It's okay finding excuses and we're unlucky and all of this stuff, but it's happening every single week, and this is what happens to teams at the bottom, innit? The run of luck seems to go against you. Nothing seems to go for you. And with the money spent and what the talent we've got on this pitch, we should be doing a lot better than what we are, I think. That's my opinion. It's a Forest throw, Allan with a header. It's a bit of head tennis going on at the moment. And there's a foul there by one of the Forest players, bundling I think McKennie over. And it's all over the place. Oh God. And there's another foul, and it's Fowler that's committed that one. Tyler Adams, I mean however much that guy's run today, he has run his socks off for Leeds United. And we definitely don't deserve to lose this game 1-0. But it's a difficult pill to swallow, isn't it, for Leeds United? Difficult. We need a goal. Nonto has another little challenge, and he bundles another Lodi over. Revenant Lodi bundled to the ground by little Willie Nonto. It's like a tank going through him. He shoves him out of the way, but he can't do that. Willie, come on. 85 minutes coming up on the clock. Hello if you're watching, hello if you're joining. A very, very disappointing result for Leeds United, who expected to get more out of this match. And there's a break on for Nottingham Forest, and it's Surridge. Forest are appealing for an handball against one of the Leeds players. I'm not sure who it was. It's Johnson's down there again. He's right in the thick of it for Nottingham Forest. He's having an absolute stonker of a game. Playing really, really well for Forest. Oh, how on earth has he managed to get around there? Gibbs Wilson has, I mean, I don't know how he's managed to keep that, and he's played around like 4 players there at least, running down the well, from the touch line down to the corner line, back line. Oh dear. Frustrating for Leeds United. Frustrating, really frustrating. There's a ball through for Forest, but player's offside. He knows he's offside. Four more minutes apparently. We're getting word of possibly 5 minutes in added time to be added on to the end of this game. It's been knocked around at the back by Leeds United. They need to get this ball forward, but you see, you can't lump it long against someone like Forest. They're sat so deep, it's going to be a waste of time. You have to play, you have to 1-2, try and get round these, try and get them turned. We haven't done enough of that, I don't think, this second half. It's a very disappointing result for Leeds United, is this, if we can't get a goal out of this lot before full time. And there's a foul on a Leeds player, but the referee just waves play on. It's an off the ball foul, but it looks like the Leeds player would have got there first. And it sounds like Jim Beglin's declaring the man of match as the Nottingham Forest player Johnson. 89 minutes. And it's 1-0 to Nottingham Forest, and a disappointing through ball played by Tyler Adams. There's nobody running onto it. It seemed a good ball at the time, but there's just not enough movement up front for Leeds United. And Nottingham Forest are now putting on the debutant Andre Ayew and taking Williams off. This is another disappointing result for Leeds United. A good foul there from Allan on Ayew, but the referee thinks otherwise. He's given a free kick for Nottingham Forest, just on the halfway line, right in front of all the coaches. Allan wins the ball, but Ayew goes over the trailing leg of Allan. It's not a malicious foul, but the referee's given it anyway. Allan again. There's a foul on Nonto. Nonto's up though. He's a shove in the back on Nonto, and Surridge has failed to retreat from a quick free kick that Allan wanted to take, and Surridge has now got himself a yellow card. Allan plays the ball long, switches the play, tries switching the play, but it's picked up in the Forest midfield, but it's quickly turned over to Leeds, and Nonto is trying to pursue down the right hand side, but he's taken down. He's up again. Willie Nonto is definitely pushing the boundaries here of what the human body can do. And it's 4 minutes, and Willie Nonto has won a free kick for us, and it's about 3 yards away from the touchline. It's about 17 yards out. This is the near touch line. One of the Forest players is down, and you're not going to believe what I tell you next. Meslier is coming into the box. That's the Nottingham Forest box for this Leeds United free kick. We have no goalkeeper now in up the other end, so we better hope that this is a goal. And Greenwood's tossed it in. It's a great ball in, but Nonto, Somerville tries a long range effort, but it goes sailing over the bar of Navas. And Steve Cooper is another few seconds closer to the final whistle. There's a girl one of the Leeds United ladies there in the away end with blue hair. She's got a few obscenities to say. And they're reporting here on this chat log that there's a goal. Don't tell me that Forest or someone gets a goal. Please, not Forest. I don't know if they've got a text update or something like that. Usually you find that when you're streaming, you can be up to 2 minutes behind what the actual play is at the venue. So I'm praying it's a Leeds United goal, if it is a goal. No, it's just somebody chatting PS, to be honest with you, by the look of it. Cooper. Oh, it's a misplaced pass. And Forest are attacking, counter-attacking. It looks like it's Johnson. He's gone down to the corner flag, trying to hold the ball up, but he's miscontrolled it. There's a bit of shirt pulling from Adams. He's gone to, he's miscontrolled it. I don't know how he's got away with that. Melee plays a ball out. And Forest are just waiting for that final whistle now. It's 94 minutes, 20 seconds on the clock. Please, please. Oh. That's it, it's done. It's done. It's another defeat for Leeds United, and it is depressing. A depressing result for Leeds, because this result is very, very important. I couldn't understate how important this was, or overstate how important this is. It's 7 league games with no wins for Leeds United. The pressure on Jesse Marsch has definitely intensified this after this particular game, and it now puts us in a very precarious position for us. 4 yellow cards for Nottingham Forest, 2 for Leeds United, and a second half and a first half performance. It's the same story, isn't it? We're dominating play, we're doing this, that, the other, and we're just getting hit on the counter-attack. Once the other team gets a counter-attack goal, it's all about defending for them. Just do enough, keep them out, keep them at bay. It now puts Leeds United 17th in the Premier League. We are 4th from the bottom, only by goal difference. Thankfully, Everton are below us. Expect that to change as Sean Dyche and his campers at Everton managed to pick up points against the likes of Arsenal, who are at the top of the Premier League, should I say, 50 points. Everton on 18 points, and they picked 3 up against Arsenal. 3 of those came against Arsenal yesterday. So the only thing for us is we do have a game in hand. That is against, of course, Manchester United. And we're 4 points to the good goal difference against Everton. So it's all to play for, and I just don't see how we're going to get anything out of Man United, to be honest with you. I don't see how we'll get anything after that performance. After watching that, I don't see how we'll get anything out of Man United. We're struggling for goals in the Premier League. We're struggling to create goals, which is even bigger concern. Although a lot of chances, Forest are now 13th in the table. Just going to tell you a little bit more about that. Yeah. Yeah. Very, very upsetting result for Leeds United. I honestly can't tell you how much of a bad result this is. It is a bad result. Bad result, no matter what way you look at it. And I don't see how we're gonna in February what the fixtures are. Let's have a look. So we're gonna have a look at the fixtures, and today, of course, we've lost against Forest. Man United on Thursday. That's what's that? An 8 p.m. kickoff, is it, back in the UK? It's 3 a.m. here. No chance I'll be watching that. And then again, Man United on Sunday. We've already spoken about that here on this channel, and it's Sunday the 12th, and that's again, it's a 2 p.m. kickoff. Everton on the 18th of February, so there is hope that we're going to pick up 3-6 points maybe. Everton and then Southampton. I think if we get I think like anything else, you just need to start stringing the wins together. That's it. Stringing the wins, making yourself hard to beat. We're too easy. I think our problem is we're too easy to beat. That's the problem. And 5th round FA Cup on the 1st of March. So it's all to play for. 12 points remaining in this month. We need to get 6 of them. We need to beat Everton. We need to beat Southampton. I think we'll struggle to get anything out of Man United. If we get a draw out of that lot, we'll do well. We'll be doing well. But March starts off. It's a tough game away against Chelsea. Then that's on the 4th. Brighton on the 11th. So you've got March 1st and then 4th of March, and then it's Wolves on the 18th. So up to March, that first week, if we proceed in the FA Cup as well, I expect another fixture to go into the March calendar. So it's all to play for. We're still in it, but we're not adrift, but we're not doing enough. In my opinion, we're not doing enough to see ourselves safe, and I think a lot of that's going to be the concern of a lot of fans, is that we're going to be a championship side next season if we can't turn around this rot. And the rot is that 7 games without a win for Leeds United, and that's a very, very, very troubling stat. I'm going to have a little look at some of the comments now as we go through. We're just waiting for picking a few out. So hopefully, if you've got a comment, be warned, I could be reading your comments out here on the stream. I know there's probably nobody watching, but you've always got to try, and you keep going in life. Don't stop. Don't let anybody tell you no. The only thing I can tell you is I'm bloody upset with this result. Really upset with it. Tom Hartley says, don't like seeing managers being sacked, but it has to be done. This is shocking. Second half was just awful with no idea. He has no idea. Bigs himself up in interviews, yet nothing to show for it. Embarrassing, really. That comment on the Facebook group there has 56 comment replies. Embarrassing and sad. Jesse out. Saying this for weeks, says Tom. Mick Bamforth, get Marsh out, get Marsh out, get Marsh out before it's too late. Agree, it's time, but Cooper, Eiling, Strout, Harrison, Bamford, all not good enough. I mean, those players are from Bielsa days or before, aren't they? So I can't say that's the case. I kind of disagree with that comment there, Russell. I'm not sure. Alan Williams has to go.
One shot on target and they win. Manager who has not got a effing clue how to change a game. I was all for giving him time, but time has run out. To salvage the season, he needs to go. Should have got Dyche in. Oh, you must be joking. You must be joking. With no variation option, once the opposition have sussed us out, they don't mind letting us have all the possession because we don't know what to do with it. Forest are a poor side, so what does that make us? We played well today, but the lads are closer to how I want them playing. Somebody's put Jesse Marsh on there and aged him to be some sort of old American guy, like added a load of wrinkles and stuff. I've never said this especially as the boys have been great, but now we're in trouble with Rodrigo injured and Bamford not looking sharp, and 2 games with Man United, then Everton, who have a good manager. We must get a new manager. Bottom of the pile this time next week, running out of patience after 60 years of support, says Michael Oliver. Can't even put a pass together. Well, I can't tell you, I can't say that. Need a new manager now. Who to bring in then? That's the big question. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Stuck by him, really struggling after that. Absolutely, with Lampard gone, Marsh is by miles the worst manager in the Premier League. Utterly clueless. These are not my comments. These are some from the various groups and what have you in Facebook, and I can't help but think. I mean, I have sort of stuck by Marsh. I thought he'll be all right, but unfortunately, it's a results-based business, and I think Andrea is going to be thinking to himself now, what are we going to do? We've spent all this money, and now we've got a bunch of players that if we get rid of him, a new manager is going to be making some changes or wanting to clear out. Who do you want to come in? Players need to take a lot of the blame. Should be 4-1 up at half time. Can't blame the manager for not taking our chances we make. I kind of agree. I'm afraid to say that I think they've been lucky today, Forest. Bring in Joe Biden, why not? We have every other Yankee. Get a joke fast or we're gone. Sunday pub team and run loads of headless chickens today. Oh dear, doesn't look great. Like I'm getting any better. No system to play 1 shot on target in the second half. Absolutely brutal. Not 1 shot on target in the second half. I have to agree now, no defending that performance. How many times has Adams given the ball away today? Unsackable for some reason, says Ryan. Yeah, I think you're kind of right, I'm afraid. He's very unlucky, so he's rubbish, and an unlucky bad combination. Think we'll be stuck with him for some time. Times with his buys too shocking quality. Marsh is an absolute. I can't say that. We're going down unless something changes. So a lot of negativity in the supporters group. It's not looking good. Can anybody else hear a fat lady warming up the vocal cords? Savage. Should Marsh go, yes or no? Somebody's put in a bit of a... Spent millions of pounds and still can't beat a team with more signings than a petition. Unfortunately, how many of us thought about Marsh from the get-go, yet again proving correct. He is totally out of his depth at this level, and we needed to change it ASAP if we are to have any chance of improving and surviving in the Premier League. Though many may berate Dyche, I think he would have been good for us. You must be kidding. You must be absolutely joking with the players we've got. No way is that going to be ideal for Dyche. I reckon Marsh has had one more than enough time. Has the squad improved? Yes. Did he keep us up last year? Debatable. Well, it's fact, mate. He kept us up last year. We got a result on the final day. He kept us up and managed to get enough points. But it's not happened for Jesse Marsh yet this season. It's not happened for him at all. Is it luck? Is it skill? Is it the players? You know, we should have had a couple of goals at least today. We definitely should have won that match. We did enough, but you see, what are the other teams doing? It's quite easy. I've said it before on my channel. Say it again. Not interested in hearing Jesse Marsh read from page 33 of the Guinness Book of Excuses, says Adrian Brown. Savage. Should he go? Should Jesse Marsh go? I'd be interested to hear your thoughts. I've told you quite a few on here. I'm guessing Marsh out. This step in the right direction and lots of positives to take from the game. £60 million of talent on the bench. We need a new manager. Marsh, how much longer? The calls for Jesse Marsh to get his P45 are, I would say, growing. Bielsa got sacked in February. I can see history repeating itself, says Nick McCarthy. Interesting view of opinion. Interesting point of opinion. Really concerned now. Jesse Marsh got to go. Plays Strauch at left back, starting Harrison. The team looks like it doesn't know the system. Secondly, Forest was a dog turd today and he got beat, which isn't great. This "we are playing well" card he keeps bringing out is getting boring. We want wins, and I agree. The board have a decision to make here. Can we just catch? Can we just have a catch-all thread for moaning without adding anything? All these one-sentence posts with no substances are really clogging up my feed, says Brian. Lucy Marie, she agrees. Marsh out, simple as that. Okay, glad everyone agrees. Tony Hill, thanks for that, Tony. Yes, Jesse, it's time for you to clear out the office. It's comment after comment. I mean, literally, there's literally hundreds of comments on Facebook, in the supporters group. If you're in there, go over and have a look. I'd love to show you them, but there's no place, no time for me to show you those at the moment. Great result on bring on scum. Imagine being one of those fans there yesterday on the high horse saying, "Don't worry about the other results and concentrate on what we do." Yes. If the board refuse to sack Jesse, we will be in the Championship next season. If you think otherwise, you're daft. You're daft, says Jack Warren. It's grim. It is grim, utterly grim. And I don't see just how, other than 6 points against Man United, I don't see how Jesse Marsh is going to save himself. I don't see how he's going to save himself. I really don't. He's really disappointing. Well, I mean, I'm just updating the title of this stream, and what do you think? I mean, you all saw the same game as me. I think it beggars belief. How is this guy is he gonna survive? And barring 6 points against Man United, an informed Man United at that, I just don't see any way for him to survive. I really don't, beyond February. I'm just going to read a bit on my Facebook. He's big win for Forest today. Yet again, they found a way to lose a game. We were by far the better side. Good tactical changes from Cooper at half time. Forest much more solid in the second half. His class, I had no doubt he would improve us. If we could get to half time after a poor first half, we needed to put some bite into midfield and nullify Nonto and Cooper. And we managed to address both.
Cooper's a defender, but
Anyway. Otherwise, a Leeds goal was inevitable. That is not a good pattern for Leeds. I think Jesse might be losing his job after this. This is a
private conversation between me and some friends, one of whom is a lifelong Nottingham Forest fan. He's one of the half a dozen Nottingham Forest fans, and I'm just absolutely gutted by this result. I honestly think, you know,
the table can turn, the season can turn at the drop of a hat, and I honestly think we've hit a low point.
Failing 6 points against Man United, or even a point against Man United, and then we've got another 2 games in February. He's
the ice.
Spring is coming and the ice is thawing, and it's only a matter of time before Jesse Marsh sinks. I think that's it. Is he going to be out before March? My prediction is probably. Let's hope that thaw comes pretty quick, because Leeds United need results. Forget performances. Results are what count in this business, and I've said it along many times on many occasions. Nobody cares about the performance if the results are all right, and that nobody cares if we all we care about is if we survive. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments on those bombshells. I hope you, if you do find any value in this live stream, hit the subscribe button. You can also smash a like button if you like. Have a wonderful week ahead. I'm sorry that Monday is going to be a shit start for you all. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all next time.